Okay, so the next topic is linear systems. So again, a very interesting topic, and it's not a difficult topic as well. So linear systems. So before moving to linear systems directly, first we have to look at what is a linear equation. So well, let's say we have some equation like a1 x1, a2 x2, so on up to let's say a in xn equal to some b value. So such a equation is known as a linear equation. Linear equation. So in a linear equation, we have constants. So these are some constant values. Some constant values, or we say those as in cofactors. No, not the cofactors, coefficients. Coefficients or constants. And these are just variables x1 x2 so on up to xn. Those are variables. So this is just a one single linear equation, but in case if we have multiple linear equations like this, let's say a11, a12, then a1n xn equals to some b1, then a1 a21 x1, a22 x2, so on up to a2n xn equal to some b2. Then likewise, let's say we have m amount of equations, m1 x1, m2 x2, dot dot dot, a m n x n equals to some b m value. Okay, so now we have m amount of linear equations. We have m amount of linear equations. So now this can be considered as a linear system because it's a multiple of linear equation. So now it becomes a linear system. So in such a case, we can represent this linear system in a matrix. So we know that these are just represented as uh, one by one single linear equations. That's okay. And when we wanted to solve these equations, of course we can use some back substitution method, to solve linear equations as well. But let's say we have 10 equations, so maybe it will take some time to solve these 10 equations, but we can solve it. Let's say we have 100 equations. Now it is kind of difficult, and let's say we have 10,000 of equations, and it is impossible to solve in a some given time. So such a case, it is better to use some metric representation to represent these stuffs as well. But of course, even if we represent thousands equations with thousand variable in a matrix, a human won't be able to solve it in a considerable amount of time. But we can computerize this process, so a computer can easily solve such a equation in a uh, in millisecond of time. Okay. So now we can represent this linear system in a matrix. So, well, there are two types of matrices. First one is coefficient matrix or coefficient matrix. So if we represent this linear system by using a coefficient matrix, it will be look like this. So first we will make a matrix by only composing each and every coefficients of that given linear system. So it will be like this: 2, 1, a 2, 2, so on up to a2n. So am1, am2, on up to amn. So those are just coefficient, and we multiply this coefficient matrix. Sorry, my line was. We multiply this matrix by our variables. So x1, x2, so on up to xn. So when we are multiplying each and every coefficients by this matrix, it will produce these type of a equation. So it must be equal to the given value list. So b2, bm. So those are again some kind of known coefficients. So that's the coefficient matrix, and the second case is augmented matrix. Augmented matrix. So in augmented matrix, we compose these two uh, two known constants, and we just ignore this unknown factor. Okay, so it will be composed like this. So the coefficients will be written in the left side: 1n, then a21, a22, so on up to a2n, and am1, am2, so on up to amn, and we draw some line, and we write our b values, and this must be equal to 0. Okay, so uh, we just ignored these unknowns, and we simply represent the relevant coefficients and the given constant values. Okay, so this is just a representation, a mathematical representation as a augmented matrix in order to represent a corresponding linear system. So those are the two types of matrices that we can use to represent the linear system. The next video, let's look at how to solve such linear systems by using these matrices.